Pum 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 pum.
3, 2, 1. We are live. Thank you, Alejandro, for ruining that shit as usual.
Well,
Welcome to Mixed Martial Thanks
that
podcast. I'm your host. It's Ben Cohn. Joining me today, we have Alejandro as usual, and Bilal. He decided to be awake. It's very
Yeah,
he
nice of
fuck
you to
you,
appeared.
join
man.
us.
I'm like off dying. Yeah, thank you very much.
Why are you half dying?
Lou in summer.
Oh God, fuck off. Fuck off, Bilal.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's sweet. Let's keep going.
I'm waiting for someone to comment in YouTube's comment section. Ben and Bilal need to fuck already.
Uh,
So, uh, it's the end of the year. We figure we'll do an end of the year show. But before we get to that, we had a epic fight between Fedor Emelianenko versus Rampage Jackson. Uh, I don't know how else to call it. It was epic. I mean, it's epic how big Quinton Jackson got.
he's
It's
very round now. Okay,
oh,
very
and
round.
I watched the finishing sequence a bunch of times, and I know people are like saying like fix, 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 or dive, dive, dive. Uh, yeah, I don't think so.
No,
Yeah,
neither
it
do
It
I.
didn't
But
look
it
like that.
it looks
It
like
just looked
you
like
just
a
know
couple
that
of
it looks kind of dumb, but it's also like
dive. It
Jack.
looks divey, but it's not. When you
It,
watch it in slow motion, you can see him actually like connecting super hard.
yeah, that was like actually a really clean, hard punch right on like the side of the head temple. You could just see Rampage like try and stay standing, and then just like falling face first on purpose. I like. I don't know. I don't think that. I also don't think Rampage is the type of guy to do that. I
also
think he
like
Yeah,
I mean
because
they
like
both pride fighters, but like it kind of reminded me of like old school UFC heavyweights. It's like
yeah, it's
stare at each
also
other a little bit, throw a punch, knock the
but
other
it's
guy
also
out.
not even
Okay.
just that. Like Rampage is the least trustworthy guy with this kind of shit. Like why would you risk Rampage getting pissed at you and going like I'm gonna tell everyone? like, like there's no and it's not even like
that is
if
true.
it and if it's true, it's not like they'd be able to sue Rampage for breach of contract because it'd be illegal if they did. So they would just have to try and deny it. But like Rampage is clearly the most untrustworthy person with this. Like I would never ever say like, yo, let's risk Rampage getting pissed and telling everyone. I don't know. Well, Michael Chandler looked good against Sydney Outlaw, so that was nice.
He did knock him out.
He used body punching.
Yeah.
Well, he's a wolves guy, so like
True.
obviously
True. Michael Page beat Shin's show Anzai, and nobody gives a shit because I just don't care anymore. He's fighting a bunch of people who should not be in the cage with him, and people are like, "Oh, it's a UFC vet, and he went 2-2." I'm like, "Yeah, but also the guy's 5'7" and a brawling puncher, not a wrestler in any way, shape, or like the guy is tailor made to get picked apart by someone like this guy."
Yeah,
And
he Paige, by the way, walked into the cage dressed like an Akatsuki character from
I know
Naruto,
I was really
from
mad.
what people
I
say.
really appreciate him ruining the fucking Akatsuki for me. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it, you fucking asshole.
Oh, did you hear the commentators saying that he had a better record than Anderson Silva at the time, like in
I
their
know.
first 16 fights?
I
Like,
know.
why
I
are
know.
you people saying
I
this?
know. Which commentator said it? Because if it was Big John McCarthy, you need it.
No, yeah, he needs he needs a timeout.
So
No, I
dumb.
don't think he was him. I don't think it was him, but I'm not sure. I just read it and thought, like, guys, don't do this. Like, we're MMA is already a joke. Like,
Also, there were 4 catchweight bouts, which is weird.
yeah, like fuck it. End of the year, let's just have fun.
And Lorenz Larkin just dominated Keita Nakamura, which was not necessarily the
Yeah,
most fun, but it was
totally kicked him his ass.
he whipped his ass.
Yeah, he
And
was
Darren Cruikshank got submitted again, so that
and then
happened.
confused at the end. He was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And he was like trying to pull cards and shit.
Yeah. Oh, and strawweight bout that's actually important. Jared Brooks versus Haruo Ochi. I don't know if I pronounced his name correctly, but Haruo Ochi. That was like pretty much for like the number one strawweight in the world, and Jared Brooks won by decision in a not surprisingly, in a not surprisingly great, obviously good fight. So, uh, definitely worth a watch on that one too. Jared Brooks. I don't know if you guys remember who he is though. You should though.
I don't remember.
He was in the UFC. He fought at flyweight. He fought Davison Figueiredo. He fought against what's his name, Jose Torres. He's the one who knocked himself out with a slam.
Oh, that Jared Brooks.
That Jared Brooks. He's actually really fucking good. Like he's really fucking good. It's not like he's like I know he became kind of a meme with that, but also
I
he's
know.
actually
You've made me feel bad now.
yeah. And he went 2-2 at flyweight, despite the fact that he's 5'3". So
I don't know what that means either. Like, what? Who
he's
uses feet
tiny.
to measure things?
He's quite small. Which also, I mean, like I'm pretty sure DJ is also 5'3", but like I mean, it's DJ.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to year-end shit. I'm gonna start it off with the obvious one. Best fight of the year. That's undisputedly, and I honestly don't see the argument for other fights. It's Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier too.
Adesanya Gastelum for me, but I hear you.
No, it's not Adesanya Gastelum because
That's me.
the level of skill of the two fighters.
That's
at
Adesanya
lightweight,
Gastelum.
it's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's
Yeah,
not.
but Mexico, motherfucker. Mexico.
So yeah, and then and then Gastelum went and fucking got flummoxed by Darren Till outfighting him. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's a fight. I don't know. That doesn't count. We're talking about just the fight.
Okay, fine. The Adesanya Gastelum fight was way sloppier and had a lot
Yeah, I
less.
know, but
skill
but
overall
fun is fun.
display.
Fun is fun. If you
Nah.
want it, if you want to put out there like the best like technical performance of the year, I would give it to Volkanovski versus Holloway.
Hold on a second. I said best fight of the year. I didn't say most fun fight of the year.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Ooh,
Fair
oh, yeah. Best fight of the year is quite frankly, you have to take everything into account. Is it fun? Absolutely. I don't think anybody could say that the Dustin Poirier Max Holloway fight was not fun. The technical display that both of those men put on in that fight, the adjustments each made for each other multiple times throughout the fight, the heart and toughness both men displayed in that fight, the momentum swings, the closeness of the fight that made it, but at least to me, clear. But like I would say, like there's a much clearer argument. There's no clear argument to argue for Gastelum winning that fight, correct? Obviously.
Oh no, he lost. He actually
Right. No, what I'm saying is that the Max Holloway Dustin Poirier fight, there is an argument for Max Holloway winning that fight.
Not for me.
Again, but there is a legitimate argument, is what I'm saying. And I'm a Dustin Poirier fucking stan.
Nah.
You saying I'm not a stan?
No. I don't. I'm saying that I don't see a clear argument for Max winning that fight. But
No, winning rounds, not winning the fight. He definitely lost the fight. Like I'm saying,
Yeah.
according to the rules, winning rounds. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I hear you.
So yeah, for me, it's very, very easily Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway too. I think that's the fight that had everything encapsulated in modern MMA metagame, in the elite MMA metagame. I would say
I wouldn't
we saw
say
everything.
that necessarily. Like, well, because there was a distinct lack of cage wrestling in that one.
Actually, there was
flashes of it.
no,
there
cage
was
wrestling.
flashes.
Specifically cage wrestling. Okay, I'm not literally going to say there's every single thing we've ever seen in MMA complete. Like there was actually a bunch of clinch wrestling exchanges, just not necessarily against the cage.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see grappling either, but that doesn't mean that we didn't. You know what I mean? Like we got to see virtually two of the best MMA strikers in the game today throw down for 5 rounds. Like that's like, and it was really fucking good. It wasn't disappointing in any way. That's awesome. I know you guys said your picks are Adesanya Gastelum, but
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just spitballing there because like, I'm sure there's been like a ton of like really, really good fights. It's kind of hard to pick in hindsight. I mean, like just over the past like 2 weeks, we had Covington, Usman.
I don't think Covington Usman is nearly on that level.
No, but it was satisfying. Like a lot of people had
again. I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but it's definitely not on the level of even at Adesanya Gastelum, in my opinion, which is a solid number 2 for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
if we're ignoring like the metric of having a close fight, and like Usman Woodley was like also really good, but more for the cage wrestling and clinch exchanges.
There was no cage wrestling or clinch exchanges really.
In Usman Woodley, there was. It was just
Usman Woodley.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that was a one-sided beatdown. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's why I said we ignored like the metric of a close fight.
Well, we can't.
God damn it.
We're talking about best fight, not best performance, which we should get to.
It should also be considered that a good fight is not necessarily like the most technical fight. Like sometimes people just get emotionally invested. Like for example, you mentioned like Usman versus Covington. A lot of people had a really like cathartic reaction at the end of that fight. Like even became like a meme with the MAGA Joe and all that stuff. Like people responded more to that fight than either of the other two fights that we mentioned.
Okay, but we said best fight.
No, I know. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
but you also have to mention Romero versus Costa.
I was gonna actually bring that up.
But
what I am saying that what makes good fights like memorable in a way, it's not necessarily that they are close or even that they are like technically really good. Like it's like people's investment in it.
I don't agree with that. That's not what makes the best fight. We're talking about the best fight, not the most emotionally invested or best lead up to a fight.
No. But that's your definition. We're talking about a sport where fights are defined by casuals. Like the importance of fights and meaningfulness of the contest are defined mostly by casuals. Otherwise, there's no sport.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing this nonsense semantic bullshit. We're talking
about
it's
not nonsense. No, it's not nonsense. That's your opinion.
No, we're not
okay. Well, I can say I don't care.
Weird, confusing new definition that you decide.
No,
okay?
No. You're saying you have your own definitions. You don't get to say that. Oh,
actually, I'm the host. Right. Actually, I'm the host, and it's my podcast. So yes, I do, sir.
No, you don't. I deny it. I deny it. I push forward a motion to deny.
Hold on. We're doing the classic definitions for each of these. You can't. Okay, so for the best KO,
there's no classic definitions. There's nothing written anywhere. You're lying.
I'm actually not, because when we talk about best fight of the year,
there is no definition. No definition. It's not written anywhere. You're talking about
I'm aware that there's no fucking dictionary for fucking fight
terms.
There
you go. There you go.
But you're being semantic. You're being a semantic annoying asshole. Now you know that. So stop.
Yeah.
What were you trying to say, Bilal? What were you trying to say?
Walk through division by division.
Of what?
Of like best fights this year. So like at flyweight to be Figueiredo versus Alexander Pantoja.
Oh, hell.
Obviously.
Yeah. That's not even up for discussion, I think. Actually, I take that back. If you're really a grappling nerd, Ortiz Joby has to be mentioned. I don't think there was enough violence in that fight to come up to the Figueiredo Pantoja fight, but I just wanted to mention it. But I'm not going to be an Alejandro and be like, no, to me that one was like, yeah, I agree with you.
No. Perfectly valid.
And then like at bantamweight, that would have to be Cejudo versus Moraes.
Yeah, that's got to. That's the thing. Like bantamweight, kind of a lot of the fights, as good as they are, kind of meld together. Sterling versus Munoz was a really good fight.
Yes.
Sterling Munoz was a really, really good fight. But I think you're right that it's got to be Moraes Cejudo. I don't really think there's anything that's. Yeah, because the vast momentum swings we saw. Yeesh.
Yeah.
All right. Next, featherweight.
Okay, featherweight. Yeah.
Rodriguez versus
Tommy.
Casey versus Rodriguez. It's got to
be
fun.
Yes. For fun, yes. But if you're like the best fight of featherweight, it has to be Volkanovski Holloway.
Yeah, it's up there. I do think it was lacking excitement. That's the problem. The actual info, it never really got to a point where you're like, oh, there was never any like rockings. That's the problem. It's if you're talking about best technical performance, I would say that, or something like that. I don't know. The problem is the fight was really good from a technical perspective, but it also did lack excitement. There were no really big moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I do think
Holloway Ortega this year was Holloway Ortega this year.
Oh,
I don't know. But it also, I think that would be more of a beatdown than a fight.
I don't care. That's all pretty.
I don't know if it was this year. I don't think so. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was at the end of last year. Like
Oh,
it was December 8th of 2018.
uh,
Man, I is there really one that tops KZ Rodriguez if we can't think about it?
Well, but
Uh,
that is
what
not the
about
best, most
what about
technical fight. Like that doesn't even fit in your description of the best fight
why? I
because there
said that
was
has to be a
not.
combination.
No, but there like technical adjustments. A bunch of that stuff that you're outlining weren't even there.
What are you talking about? The knockout of the fight was an actual timed
I know, but
planned
it was
knockout.
a one moment. Like the rest of the
And
fight
there
is
were
kind of
adjustments. What are you talking about?
no, no but
I
now
need
that
to go back
not
to our video.
more
Hold
than
on.
the other
Hold on.
fight. Like
You're
no,
right, but it's not. Hold on a second. I didn't say that it's only technical performance that matters. I said there's a combination. And to
okay,
me,
you're revising your semantics.
no, I didn't. I literally said it has to be a combination. It had everything. It had a
Boy.
better technical performance while also being just as exciting. Well, I don't understand you. You know that I said that, so why are you being stupid
No,
about this?
no, no,
Okay.
no.
All right. I'm gonna kick you off the call.
You got
You're just being like
you will
a
lose
troll.
diversity points if you
You're
kick me out.
being trolly and you know it. Stop it.
Only 50%.
No,
Keep
you're
going.
being trolly as fuck. Stop. Uh no, the Ortega fight the
The
only
fight
way
was-
you could count it, I think, is if it's like in the last if the problem is it wasn't in a year, you know what I mean? Like because I'm going to talk about fighter of the year, I think, and I think it's Volkanovski because in the span of 1 year he beat Mendez, Aldo, and Holloway, and I think that's easily fighter of the year. But we'll get to that when we discuss fight of the year.
Mm.
I'm trying to think. Calvin Cater. I'm trying to remember if he had was the Burgos fight this year or no, or last year?
no, I don't think it was this year.
Because that fight was fucking fire. Yeah, it was. Wait, no, it was in the beginning of 2018. Never mind. Damn it. Yeah. I mean, I guess we got to go with KZ versus Yair.
I feel
I
like it
can't.
should be more at featherweight.
For me, it's Holloway, Volkanovski. But I'm old meme.
What?
I don't know. Okay, well, there's also the Stephens Aldo fight.
That was
Which-
fun, but it was
oh.
very short. That's the problem.
I mean, like, it
And
was
it wasn't like
short.
it wasn't like it was
No, there
all
was-
action the whole fight. It was like Stevens thought he rocked Aldo, and then he tried to finish him, and then he got finished.
Yeah, but like Aldo adjusted when he realized he could just like put Stevens on the back foot and nothing would happen.
Right, but I'm saying that it was also like the fight was pretty. It was a pretty tame fight until that like last minute. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Like it was going like you could see Aldo like slowly making headway after like a bit of a scare at some point in the
It
beginning.
wasn't even a scare. I think it was a little. It
No.
was like if you watch
No,
it with
but
with muted, it's not nearly as bad as you think.
No, but like when those fucking punches like Jeremy Stephens like went past your head, like that dude doesn't hit soft. Like,
No, he doesn't.
so
But
he
he
got
also
his
didn't land.
attention. Like, yeah, I know, but he got his attention in a significant way, and Aldo was like, okay, I'm gonna work now, and
Yeah.
we can see like him slowly making headway, and then
Right.
he just fucking kicked his ass.
Yeah. Lightweight. I mean,
Oh boy.
yeah, that's Dustin. That's Dustin Max too. I don't really see an argument against that.
Yeah.
What about welterweight?
Welterweight. Well, the fight of the year for welterweight has to be Usman versus Covington for me, just because of the significance.
If we're going,
Well, which other fight can you think of? Like off the top of your
Luke.
head?
Maya versus Askren.
my Askren is actually
Okay,
good
that's for us. For us, yeah.
Luke versus Thompson. Luke versus Thompson.
Nah, that's not as good
Masvidal,
as Maya
whatever.
Askren.
Masvidal.
To be honest.
No,
And then Maya
not
Askren had
Austin.
everything like technique, momentum swings,
Garbage striking.
finish.
Bad striking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was balanced out by the grappling, to be fair.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't put it on that same level. Personally. Also, I would say Luke Thompson is a better fight. Because we also had a lot of action, momentum swings, adjustments made, and then
In the third round,
No, second round is when Thompson made the adjustments. Third round is when he really like just started fucking up Luque.
Yeah, I don't understand why Lucas stopped kicking the leg. Well, I mean, I understand, but like he should have like just dug in a bit more.
I
It's a
agree.
good time to start it in.
Shout out to Neil versus Nico Price. That fight was freaking crazy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Anthony Pettis versus Thompson.
Also, really
That
great
fight
fight. We could throw that into upset of the year or KO of the year
That
potentially.
fight was nutty. Wait, well, that has to go to Yair, right? Nothing
No.
about KC.
Askren
the year?
Masvidal. Askren Masvidal.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's yeah. Then we got. Hold on one second. What did I want to do? Who was I looking at? I wanted to look up somebody. Damn it. After I said Nico Price versus Jeff Neal, what'd you say? Oh, I wanted to look up
Maya
RDA.
versus Askren.
Well, no, I wanted to look up RDA. Who did he fight this year? Because
Leon Edwards. I think.
Oh, damn it. No, I was going to say, yeah, Covington was in 2018 because that fight was
Are
also
we,
really
are,
good.
are we
Although
also forgetting about Leon Edwards?
we're not, but his fight with Leon Edwards wasn't that fun.
He's the most ignored fighter of 2019.
Yeah, but he's also, that was not.
Aren't you excited for Woodley Edwards though?
No. Well, I'm excited to see if Edwards can beat Woodley or if Woodley can keep doing his.
Well, you know the whole fight's just gonna be like Edwards like moving to Woodley's left, throwing a jab sometimes, and then like Woodley not lining up the overhand right.
It's going to be either really bad or really over soon.
Well, that's not like a standard Woodley fight. He's like backs up to the cage and then just wait.
I don't. I'll talk about it really. We'll talk about it really briefly. Like the one time Woodley actually looked really good in the UFC, like as a consistent fighter. I don't mean like flash KOs. I'm talking about like his fight with Robbie Lawler, where he's actually using pressure footwork and feints and gets Robbie to bite on a feint and then knocks him out with the right hand. Like it was the. I'm like, where the fuck have you been? It's not like this wouldn't work on most fighters.
But fuck that. Like, why get punched in the head when you come back up to the cage?
He literally didn't even get punched once. It was ridiculous. I'm like, you are so stupid. You are a monstrous athlete, insanely powerful wrestler, insanely powerful puncher, and people will bite on your face in terror and back straight up. What are you doing?
That is true, but I'm not sure. Like, I was also flummoxed by this. Like, but I just don't think he believes he can keep that going for 5 rounds.
I know he doesn't believe it, but we haven't seen him gas.
I know.
We really haven't. It's so annoying.
Like, he just likes like to chill. He likes to chill.
It's so dumb. He would be a really good pressure fighter.
I don't know. It's
not to. Because he actually had really good pressure footwork.
You can sort of see the development towards his style, but like I think after he developed his style, he might have just been like, okay, he's winning fights and not taking that much damage. And just kind of
I get it. I'm saying it's dumb, and it's why he lost to Usman, because he said he's like, oh shit, this isn't working, but I'll keep doing it. Like,
yeah, it's just not who he is. I mean, he's training with Firas Zahavi now. Like, does he make pressure fighters? No. So, like, it's not even in his radar.
I don't understand it. All right, well, we'll move on to middleweight, although we know it's Costa Romero as the fight of the year there. What about light heavyweight?
Oh, yeah.
Reyes versus Uzdemir.
What?
Reyes versus Uzdemir.
Yeah, I guess. No.
Yes.
I would say Anthony Smith versus Uzdemir was more fun.
Yeah. No, but like that was Anthony Smith being like a punching bag for like 3 rounds and then like getting the fight to the ground on a gas.
I don't know about that. Also, Gustafson Smith was more fun. Reyes Uzdemir was not a fun fight.
Gustafson Smith was not fun.
I remember it being mildly
fun because I watched Gustafson implode.
He kind of retired after the fight, so he should be fighting sometime next year.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. What about Jan Blachowicz versus what's his name? Santos or Rockhold or literally anybody?
Yes.
No. Santos. It was Santos. Manuwa this year.
Manuwa was not this year. No. Whatever. Forget it. Light heavyweight sucks. Heavyweight. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care
God
anymore.
damn it.
It's so bad. It's got to be Stipe Cormier. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's more fun than
Yeah,
that.
like there's nothing better actually.
What about
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it
women's
can't be that
bantamweight?
simple.
Women's bantamweight.
Wait, I'm still trying to think of like a fun heavyweight fight.
I don't know. Like
Keep thinking about that. Let us know.
that one is confusing as shit because like
I can't even think of a really fun fight that stuck out for me for women's bantamweight. I'm not gonna lie.
well, Amanda Nunes is the fun one.
Right, but her fights were short.
Yeah.
Like aside from the really not fun one.
No, well, you have to check your expectations.
Right.
Aspen Ladd versus Yana Kunitskaya was fun. Irene Aldana beating the fuck out of Ketlin Vieira was fun.
Yeah, I would say that actually was the most fun I've had watching a women's bantamweight fight.
Yeah,
watching this year.
Yeah. This year hasn't been good for that division.
All right, who else is there for women's flyweight? This hasn't been a good year for women's fighting, is it?
Not necessarily good.
No,
like there's been
Andrade versus Rose was quite fun.
Yeah, that's
what
was fun.
Well, I mean, women's strawweight. I don't even know if I compare it to the other two divisions. That's the truth. What do we got for women's flyweight? It's probably It's probably a Joanne Calderwood fight, right?
Yeah, no, I like watching Valentina knock out Jessica.
But the fight was boring. Like nothing happened.
But that's Valentina fight. Like when nothing is happening is when she's doing her best work.
But Andrea Lee versus Calderwood was a better fight.
Yeah.
So was like Ariane Lipski. Like Calderwood's a consistent.
Oh my God, Ariane Lipski! I loved her fight with the unknown Brazilian lady where she almost lost and she fucking lost her mind during the fight and started doing wonky shit that you shouldn't do. I love her. I just love her.
Is it Bella de Padua?
Yeah, I think so. Like that fight was horrifying. Like,
yeah.
It's like juggling knives. It's like, why are you juggling knives? Because running risks that you shouldn't run.
What was the fight that you said for strawweight?
Andrade
was fun. Suarez Ansarov was a fun fight.
Yeah. For me, it was Grasso versus Kowalkiewicz because it was a pretty fucking great performance striking.
I think Grasso versus Esparza was better.
Not for me. Not just because of the outcome, but because you can see like Grasso suffers from the same thing that a bunch of good strikers suffer when they fight good grapplers, and that they contract to the extent that their striking is just not that.
I also think that fight would not be as good on rewatch.
Yeah, I agree.
Which one?
I agree.
And Esparza versus Grasso, because a lot of that I think was suspense of what might happen, and then like when you know there's nothing going to happen, I feel like it loses a lot of that.
Yeah. The third round was fucking bananas, right?
Third round, but like the first two rounds, I think were like just. What about Joanna versus Waterson?
That
Not
was
back and forth enough, I think. No.
No, it was a mauling. I mean, if Joanna just hit a tad harder, that fight would have been like censored.
Yeah.
Oh come on! Like she just had her way with her.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably Rose versus Andrade, right? It's got to be that.
Yeah, I lean towards that too.
All right, so let's do KO of the year because we've actually been doing this for most of the time. We've been on this topic for 30 minutes, so.
Well, it has to be. Well, Askren Masvidal, you mentioned. I like the Jair one because of it happened at the end of the fight.
Yeah, it definitely deserves to be up there.
And it was some shit we've never seen before, so that should merit something. But again, the Masvidal one is just so like
the Rosenstrike one. The Rosenstrike one is kind of like for the fucking what the hell factor.
Where he murders Arlovsky, or where he destroys over.
Yeah, where he breaks his entire face open.
Oh.
No, I kind of think it has to be Whittaker versus Adesanya.
I think in terms of like
Well, it's a fucking
It's
right.
a left hook, right? Like,
No,
Yeah, but like it was a
sequence of
left
two
hook in like
punches.
a weird ass position.
right, but
And
it's
it's a
still just
sequence
a
of
left
two
hook.
punches. Actually, it's not just the left hook.
It's still a left hook, though. Like what I'm
Of
saying
course.
is, it's not like there's no what the fuck factor. You're like, oh, it was a clean left hook that he landed on a guy who was just knocked down like 2
Okay.
minutes ago. Like, okay.
Yeah, but
Let
from the
me-
same
let-
strike.
I think the reason why it deserves to be mentioned is because of the significance of what
Also,
happened.
because it's not something that the average person can do. Like, you cannot land left hooks leaning like that unless you're that fucking guy. You have that.
How
fucking
often do we
strength.
see a flying knee KO in the earliest seconds of the fight, though?
No, I'm not
How
saying it's the
often do we
best.
see
I'm
Askren
saying it's
facing
pretty
someone
good.
with decent
That's what I'm saying.
Who else is there anyway? The
Trying to
home
think.
getting head kicked deserves to be mentioned.
Yeah. Oh,
Till
Rampage.
Masvidal.
You know what? Which one is really good? The Michael Chandler one, the one that happened just yesterday. That was really
That was a
fucking
really good KO. Yeah.
clean KO.
No, but then you have to like mention Magajo also.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that they compare.
That was a TKO. Like, it wasn't like.
It's
Yeah,
think
but
that
like the
I think
finishing
the
sequence
KZ
started with like a clean straight punch.
I think the Korean Zombie one and the
know.
Masvidal one are clear above the others, though. Personally,
No,
I'm still not
I
sure about Masvidal's one.
what?
I'm still not sure about Masvidal's one, just because like, I mean, again, like when have we seen Askren like fight an elite striker and not look bad?
Well, he's also never been knocked out before that, and right before that, like he got nearly murdered by Robbie Lawler and then came back to win. So, yeah, that's I think was the shocking factor. Like Robbie Lawler couldn't finish this dude with a goddamn F5 and ground and pound in a fight that honestly should have been stopped, but it's like no.
But it shouldn't have been stopped.
That like in what the fuck moments, like that's got to be up there for MMA too. Like, Lima versus MVP.
Oh, that was a
Oh,
one.
of course. How could I forget? Like, that's beautiful. Like, there won't be another KO like that one that is aesthetically pleasing.
No,
that one.
Absolutely
in
not.
Like 10 years, probably.
That's my.
I would say 10 years.
I would say that's my favorite knockout.
Oh,
I don't know
because
best,
the
favorite.
ragdoll dynamics just alone in that KO, like the way he sort of lives there.
It was amazing. He kick legs. Oh god. All right. What else? Upset of the year.
It's not a loss.
It has to be. It has to be Volkanovski all the way.
No, it's not an upset. That was
I don't know. I mean, the betting lines. I think for upset of the year, there has to be wide odds. Like you have to be like, no, this guy is gonna lose.
Well, I mean, like there wasn't that wide odds there, but like how many people besides like us picked Volkanovski to win? Really? I didn't see that many people.
I was surprised by how many people. I would say the split was like 75-25, and people I knew.
Really? Like, I barely knew anyone who picked Volkanovski. Like, even online,
the fight site, I was the only one to confidently pick him.
Yeah, but like on the fight site, the only other person I saw who picked him was like, yeah, I'm going to pick Volkanovski because shenanigans.
Yeah, with Danny Martin. But he wrote a whole article actually breaking down the fight. It was brilliant.
Yeah, and he was like also in that article like Max Holloway should win for so-and-so, but shenanigans.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm the only one who really picked him. But they really like Max Holloway, which, you know.
I mean, we all have our biases.
We also love Max Holloway. Like, how do you not? But
we love Volkanovski more.
Yeah, I love. Yeah,
I don't know. I tend to get really spiteful when in a fight I like. It's like the service like that. So I was kind of hoping Holloway got like KO'd really badly. So but that's
I actually prefer this because it actually looks better for Volkanovski that over the course of 5 rounds he was able to do it as opposed to like just clubbing him and knocking him out. Because then people could just be like, "Oh, Holloway's chin's gone." That makes sense.
Yeah, we'll save that for the rematch then.
Yeah. Also, Andy Ruiz. It's not MMA, but Andy Ruiz knocked out
Oh no, let's
Joshua.
move on. Let's move on.
Uh,
I watched that fight in the restaurant in Guadalajara, and
yeah.
people were bummed. They were bummed. I cannot
Uh,
explain
I,
it.
I was gonna say the first fight, not the second one.
Okay, yes, the
Second one's
first fight.
not
Let's
an
talk about
upset of
that
the
one.
year. Anthony Joshua was still favored, I think, going into the second fight.
Yeah,
Um,
he didn't look good in my opinion, but okay. No, but
no,
the first one, yes. So my doughboy, like plus size
yeah.
doughboy. I love that
But
guy.
I think upset of the year. I mean, it's what? What about Pettis Thompson? That was a pretty big upset.
Of course.
Um, hasn't been that many crazy upsets, has there?
Not this year, no.
Because even the big upsets were like Whitaker Adesanya was very close on the betting lines, and like
What about Usman Woodley? I don't remember many people picking Usman also.
opposite. I think a lot of people picked Usman.
Really?
I think a lot of
Where are
people
you
picked
finding
Usman.
these people?
Let me look at the betting lines.
Stop looking at the betting lines. Just like tell me how many people you actually met who like
I
knew of
don't
and picked
meet
him.
anybody who fucking.
Exactly. So how many people have you seen actually pick Usman
No, you're
before the
missing my
fight?
point. I don't have that many people in real life who are actually like
I don't have
MMA fans.
friends.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's all online. Yeah, the dude, the betting lines versus Kamaru Usman for Tyron Woodley was a joke. It was like Kamaru Usman was plus 105 at the open, and at the close he was plus 138. It was not great odds for a bet.
Are you
So
also sick, man?
who?
Are you also sick?
No, just congested.
Oh.
Um, all right. What about what else? Comeback of the year?
Has to
Ooh,
be Cejudo Moraes.
Yeah,
yeah,
go. Yeah, it's easy. How do I even say that
nothing
part?
comes close. He pretty much got picked apart in the first round and then came
Sure.
back to knock him out in the second.
I mean,
Uh,
he got kind of picked apart in the second also, just that he stopped caring.
No, he just ate all shots. Like it's
Exactly, he
not
just stopped caring.
that. He just has a hard head. Like, what do you do with that? Because those shots were landing. It's not like they weren't. He just ate him. And you can see
uh,
Marlon Moraes' spirit just slowly start crumbling. Like, fuck, why is this happening?
uh,
Love
what
that.
up? Oh, sub of the year. What do you guys got?
Maya versus Askren.
Why? It's just a rear naked. It's a one-armed rear naked, but it's a rear naked.
But did you see the whole sequence? It was so cool. And plus
Yeah.
that Damien Maya in. That's always like
Uh,
worth 2 extra points.
wait, there was a really good sub. I'm trying to remember who it was. Shit. Now
Habib
I can't
Poirier.
remember. What?
Habib Poirier.
No, that wasn't the one I was thinking of.
No, the submission that Dustin let go of, that could have been it.
I hate you both. I hate both of you with
Hey
everything.
man, like I laugh when I'm sad, okay? I laugh when I'm
I
sad.
fucking hate you both. Paul Craig versus Kennedy Nchuku.
Are you talking about like the Nigerian fighter who like the
Yeah.
UFC constantly
Wait,
Four
marketed
minutes
with like
wasn't-
4 minutes
wasn't-
and 20 seconds are gone in the third round, and he gets triangle choked.
Wait, didn't
Isn't
Paul
that
Craig
like
fight
the Paul
Shogun?
Craig special?
Why am I fucking forgetting all the best subs of the year? Why?
Just like the actual grappler here. Wait, didn't Paul Craig fight Shogun?
What?
Didn't
Yeah,
Paul
but
Craig
he-
fight?
Yes.
But he didn't submit him.
No, I know, but I was like, that's like my number one like bummer moment of the year. Like
What about
nothing.
sorry, what about it's got a Sunsao versus Moraes. He got the guillotine choke.
Hmm.
Oliveira, Chucky Olives with getting that anaconda on what's his name? Fuck. One of the Tamer brothers. Was it David or Daniel? I think it was David. David's the better one. Also, Brant what do you call it? Jack Hermanson submitting David Branch is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all I got. And the Maya versus Askren fight, I guess.
And the 19-year-old kid that submitted one of the Timur brothers. You mentioned that one?
No. You're talking about Hooper, Chase Hooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're done with best sub. What else is there? I mean, I don't know, fucking know. Like what other topics can we say? Worst
Oh,
Dana White moment.
No, the most depressing moments of the year.
No, I don't want to talk. No. Dustin Poirier crying in the cage.
No, no. I don't, actually, that fight that made me feel for him, and I'm an even bigger fan. But the most depressing moment of the year for me has to be Shogun versus Paul Craig. Like that was harsh to watch.
It was definitely depressing for all the wrong reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh wait, how did we not mention Kevin Lee versus Gregor Gillespie?
Oh yeah, that fight made me so happy.
That was so beautiful.
Yes.
Like
what the? You know what?
I'm
What
still
the
not
moment
sure
of the year?
I mean,
I
like,
know.
I'm still not sure if like Tristar will like really take Kevin to a title because they sort of know output and like aren't really that diverse in the pocket, which is what kind of he needs to do. But like, seems to fit his current style quite well. So I'm not sure how he's going to play out with that.
Yeah.
Why did I go on this tangent?
I don't know. I was quiet the whole time because I'm just like, the fuck?
I was confused too.
I'm sick. Okay, like just like be cool. Let me rant and go nowhere.
I don't know if I want to, but I'll let it happen. It's fine. I'll allow it. God, worst Dana White moment.
Booking McGregor and Cowboy for a title shot contenders fight at 155 in the 170-pound division.
Also, while Conor has 2 credible rape allegations against him in Ireland, that too. We're gonna mention that. No, okay, we should mention that. Yeah.
Doesn't he have one in like New York also?
What?
Doesn't he have like one in New York or something?
No, that one I think that one he settled. It was an assault charge or something like that. Not New York. I think it was in a club in Miami.
Florida. It was in Miami.
Florida, yeah. And he settled that one. I think that one was dealt with already.
Wasn't that for the phone though?
Yes, that was what I'm talking about.
No, what about the other one where like they almost like abducted someone and
What?
You know that other story that came out where like they like carried some like waitress into like their car.
I know what you mean. Yeah, but that's like from 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, but yeah, that came out this year. So basically, Conor and his friends were in a club, and then they left, and apparently one of them like carried a girl with them.
Yeah, I'm not buying this fight. Fuck the UFC. I refuse to pay for this fight. I am not giving them money for this one.
No, I'm not either. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Anyway, like this is the bullshit. Like Dana White shouldn't say anything. Like just let things do what they do and like promote the things that he wants to promote. Like, but when he comes out here and like starts doing this other shit or like insisting on like pushing Greg Hardy on audiences, you have to wonder like what are the priorities of these people, right?
To be fair with Greg Hardy, I think they kind of
I'll answer you right now. It's
up as like to lose eventually. Because like the Volkov fight was not really something they should have booked him for if they wanted him to be popular. But yeah.
All right. I think we've covered most of the bases. What are we looking forward to in 2019? What are we looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Volkanovski defending his title. I'm looking forward to Khabib Ferguson finally not happening again.
You know what bums me out of that fight? It's like last time they booked it in April and Tony injured himself on April 1st. Like, isn't that just kind of like playing like isn't that like playing with fire at this point? Booking a fight close to April 1st.
Yep. Also, I'm looking forward to Joby versus Figueiredo for the flyweight title. Who? Jones Reyes. I'm looking forward to Jones looking either really terrible in a victory or losing his title.
I'm looking forward to him losing.
I think he's gonna be the first one, honestly.
Do you think this is the one he loses?
Yeah.
No, I think he's gonna win.
And look very bad. You know what I'm looking forward to? Felder Hooker. I think that's going to be a really fun fight. I really think so. I genuinely think so. I think Blades Dos Santos is going to be really fun or really sad. Um,
Oh,
or both. Or both. You know what I'm not looking forward to? Corey Anderson versus Jan Blachowicz too, because fucking light heavyweight. That's it. And, oh my God, I
He
forgot
still have
they're
the years
booking,
winning
they
the
booked
title.
Ngannou Rosenstruik. They booked it. It's gonna be the worst staring contest ever. It's gonna be Lewis Ngannou too. Electric Boogaloo.
Okay, I'm looking forward to Derek Lewis fighting your god Ilir Latifi.
That's gonna be funny.
For some
I just want to
stupid
see
reason.
how big Latifi comes in at.
That's why. Honestly, that's the only thing. I want to see monsters on top
He's
of
gonna come in
monsters.
at
Try to
he's
like
gonna come in at like 260 and still looking like exactly the same. And it turns out he just cuts weight. He doesn't actually weigh that little. Oh my God. All right. I think that's it for this episode, mostly because my
no,
son
wait.
woke
You
up.
know what? Wait. Two things I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to Combate Americas and Lux Fight League, which is a Mexican MMA promotion, to sort of
Sure.
get some traction and produce more talent for the region,
Okay.
just Latin America. And I'm looking forward to Rogue. You don't know who Rogue is, but he's a prospect. He's this massive dude from Africa, and he just looks like he ate like an elephant or something.
I know who
Are
you're
you talking about that
You're talking about the guy with the wrestler. Yeah, we know who he is.
Yeah. His way of like defending Kimuras is like just standing back up. He's like probably stronger than Derek Lewis, and he just like he looks like he was built to fight for Pride Championships for
Okay.
the heavyweight division.
All right.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
thank
I
you
want to
all
see
so
him
much.
versus Derek Lewis, the guy who doesn't believe in wrestling versus the guy who doesn't believe in submissions.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. I've been
Thank
your
you so
host.
much.
It's Bilal and Alejandro have joined me, and that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say because,
Bye, Ben's beef jerky. I don't know.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, let's just hope 2020 is not so shitty for MMA, but I think like the tendency shows that it's probably gonna be much worse. Like we're gonna see some worse, crazier shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, adios, amigos.
Adiós, gente. Ahí se ven.